This Yahoo was sent in by Tanner. Thank you, Tanner. It's by Yahoo Answers user Naomi, who asks, I got baptized, then smoked weed a day later, and this happened? I got baptized on Wednesday, then smoked some weed. Well, Reggie. Is that like a brand of...
nickname?
Is that like a strain?
Hold on, I'll look it up. You guys go on.
I'm on that Reginald. On Thursday...
on that VelJohnson.
I'm on that Reginald VelJohnson. On Thursday, I've smoked... Okay, fuck. This question. No punctuation. I got baptized on Wednesday, then I smoked that sweet, dank Reginald VelJohnson on Thursday. I've smoked before, so it wasn't new to me. And then it says ND, which is like... maybe a typo. Maybe they meant to say NBD, like no big deal. So at first, I was feeling good, just chilling. Then like 40 minutes later, I got in the car and was going to drive home. But everything went bright, then black, and then another ND. I couldn't see. I drove over a curb, and got really dizzy and threw up. After that, I was a little high and felt pretty much sober. But that had never happened to me before. I've smoked way more than that before, and not long ago from that day. So I don't know what happened. Any clues?
Just to clarify, Reggie is like regular, like street grade weed.
That sucks because Reginald VelJohnson is far from a regular street grade actor.
No, he is definitely top quality.
He is that dank
this
kush,
person's
prime kush.
Is this person's theory that had they not been baptized, this wouldn't have happened? But because they were baptized, Jesus looked down and said, like, "Oh, smoking weed, eh?
Can't do that shit no more." You
and smote them.
You got in sanctified waters, and that will blend with that good Reginald cannabis inside your body, that dank kush. And it's going to create a chemical reaction in your body that is going to be a fucking like visceral experience.
Oh, so it's like it's a cross, like bong water and holy water together gonna fuck you up. Not like Jesus was like, no more weed for you.
No, I mean there's a purely scientific reason for it. Sanctified water plus VelJohnson tight smoke in your lungs.
Mm-hmm. I feel like enough time passes between the introduction of the fact that this person got baptized and the end of the question that it almost takes on sort of a Chekhov's gun veneer, so that you aren't actively thinking about it, and maybe that's the twist.
Yeah.
It's like it gives you long enough to sort of forget about it, and then so when it pops back up, you're like, oh, that makes perfect sense. So maybe this question answer literally did not remember the baptism part. And when people circle back around on it, actually, now that you mention that, baptism, I've forgotten.
I call that trope Burke's Law, because that was every episode of Burke's Law. Well, they fucking show you, they give you all the clues that you need to solve the mystery. It's right there at the beginning.
Especially if you're 75.
If you're 75 years old, you're going to figure it out. It is Slylock Fox level difficulty.
We can agree that this person had an embolism, right?
Or
I don't think that is what happened. I think that I am a huge advocate for, not a huge advocate, I don't actually.
For smoking weed and driving?
I support the legalization of marijuana pretty broadly. These are helpful reminders, I think. I think is a helpful reminder that not just the smart people get to purchase legal weed. There are going to be some people that get baptized and then get super Reggie high the next day and then think, you know what, I'm going to motor on over to a destination of my choice in a car, a heavy one too, a real heavy car.
The heaviest car I can find.
I'm just going to get to driving in the heaviest car I can find. I'm a little high, but I'm mostly sober. Puke.
Should I take the smart car? Nah, I'll go with the Hummer.
Is it possible that the Reginald VelJohnson was laced with a little Urkel?
I'm on that Urk.
I'm on that Jaleel.
Well, I mean, just like a 5% Urk mix. You know what I mean? Just enough that you're like, yeah, I feel fine. But then you introduce like a bunch of moving objects in your rearview mirror and suddenly blackout, puke.
You said you were selling me the Reggie. This is fucking Richie. This is bullshit. I paid top dollar. Richie was a character on that show. Little
Yeah,
Richie.
he was the little kid.
He was the littlest Richie. Guys, is it cool to, like, when he got baptized, did he not be like, as part of this ritual, I promise to you, Jizo, that I'm not going to do as much weed smoking. I'm going to give you like a 24-hour window of just like blissing out on these holy waters.
I don't think Jesus gives two shits either way.
I guess not. But this guy obviously thinks that there's a connection there. Because he has smoked this Reggie on the reg. So, like...
There's Reggie on the Reggie.
This has never happened to him before. And he seems like the kind of person that smokes a lot of weed.
He seemed like an informed scientist who's
Yeah.
taking notes in a complex journal.
Which is what makes me
every
think
time.
that this reaction transcends science. I don't know, guys. I think there might be a little... I think you might have gotten touched by an angel.
This week on Divine Intervention.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
I'd watch that show, by the way.
Makes you think. Have you listened to MBMBaM? Yeah, that podcast makes me think. And that's why I like it.
I wonder if this person got to the end of writing this question and thought, what am I doing? what am I doing here? I don't think there's even a question. What am I doing?
I think
I
this
gotta
is
get
more
it
just a
together.
weird story I'm telling.
I feel like I'm telling a weird story. I don't know what the response would be.
Or who
this.
could respond to.
And I have to get ready for work as Vice President of the United States of America.